Atop an abandoned castle, a lone figure stands, gazing at the desolate land below. It's not just any figure, but King Alaric, the final bearer of a once mighty lineage. His kingdom, now a barren wasteland, echoes the silent cries of its past glory. The grandeur of the castle is but a haunting reminder of what once was. The wind whispers tales of valor and wisdom, of battles won and peace sustained. Yet today, it carries the heavy sigh of King Alaric, a sigh filled with the weight of a crown that bears the legacy of 1,000 years. His eyes, once vibrant with the fire of leadership, now reflect the bleakness of his desolate kingdom. The once prosperous land now lies in ruins, whispering tales of a glory long lost. King Alaric, the last of his line, stands alone, haunted by the weight of his crown and the burden of his past. In the court of King Alaric, a scene from the past unfolds. The throne room is alive with the buzz of court life, a testament to the vibrant reign of a beloved king. King Alaric in his prime is a figure of strength and wisdom. His rule is just, his decisions fair, and his people hold him in high regard. But even the brightest days carry the whisper of shadow. A prophecy, as old as the kingdom itself, begins to stir. It speaks of an encroaching darkness, a force that will test the mettle of the brave and the resolve of the righteous. It foretells a time of chaos, a time when the kingdom will stand on the brink of despair. But it also hints at hope, a beacon in the storm, a hero to stand against the tide. A prophecy foretells the coming of a great darkness that will consume his kingdom. In the present, King Alaric is a shadow of his former self. Once a beacon of strength and wisdom, he now stands alone, a solitary figure in his abandoned castle. The echoes of laughter and life have long since faded, replaced by the haunting whispers of a kingdom lost to darkness. His once vibrant eyes now hold a profound sadness. The weight of the crown, an emblem of his duty, has never felt heavier. His heart aches with the despair of a king who has failed his people. His kingdom, once a haven of peace and prosperity, is now consumed by a malevolent shadow. His dreams are plagued by the faces of his suffering subjects, their pleas for salvation a constant reminder of his failure. The guilt gnaws at him. A relentless tormentor in the quiet of the night, plagued by guilt and self-doubt, he's unsure of how to save his kingdom. In his desperation, King Alaric turns to Lila, a renowned seeress. A beacon amidst the shadows, Lila is known far and wide for her uncanny ability to peer into the veiled future. Her name carries a whisper of both fear and respect in the hushed corners of the kingdom. King Alaric, burdened by his crown and the unyielding darkness, seeks her out. He finds her in a secluded tower where the mysteries of the past, present, and future intertwine. Their meeting is a dance of fate and free will, a potent mix of hope and fear. Lila, with her gaze fixed on the king, understands the magnitude of the task ahead. She knows the journey will be fraught with danger, the path ahead shrouded in uncertainty. Yet she sees in Alaric a glimmer of the courage needed to confront the impending doom. Despite the dangers, Lila takes on the task of guiding him. She stands resolute, ready to steer the king through the storm that threatens to consume his kingdom. Within the sanctuary of Lila, they delve into the prophecy. The air is thick with anticipation and the faint scent of burning incense. The parchment, old as time itself, whispers tales of the impending darkness and the kingdom's fate. Lila, with her eyes of the cosmos, reads the prophecy. Her voice, steady as a river's flow, speaks of a great shadow, a forgotten king, and the potential heroes that could stand against him. They ponder, question, and debate, unraveling the cryptic verses. Could the forgotten king be an ally or a foe? The prophecy holds the key. Strategies are formed, alliances contemplated. The prophecy becomes their map, their guide in this quest of salvation. King Alaric, though skeptical at first, becomes increasingly invested. The weight of his crown feels somewhat lighter, his resolve stronger. He understands that the prophecy isn't his doom, but his beacon. King Alaric, though skeptical at first, becomes increasingly invested in the quest to save his kingdom. Their journey takes them through dark forests, filled with strange creatures and treacherous paths. King Alaric and Lila, the seeress, venture into the unknown, stepping into the eerie silence that shrouds the forest like a veil of uncertainty. It's a world where shadows dance and whispers echo, a labyrinth of darkness that holds the secrets they seek. challenges that test their resolve. A monstrous beast blocks their path, its eyes glowing like embers in the night. But Alaric, with his steadfast courage, defeats the creature, turning a moment of dread into a testament of bravery. In the heart of the forest, they discover an ancient monolith inscribed with cryptic symbols. Lila, with her knowledge of the arcane, deciphers the symbols, revealing a piece of the prophecy. It speaks of a darkness born from betrayal, a shadow that seeks to engulf the kingdom. The prophecy hints at a powerful weapon hidden in the depths of the forest, a beacon of hope amidst the looming darkness. Their journey becomes a race against time as they navigate through treacherous terrain, battle fearsome creatures, and solve riddles that guard the secrets of the prophecy. Each step brings them closer to the truth, yet every victory is shadowed by the daunting knowledge of the sacrifices they must make. In the darkest part of the forest, they find the weapon, a shimmering sword bathed in an ethereal glow. It's a symbol of hope, a beacon amidst the darkness. But as Alaric lifts the sword, he feels the weight of his destiny, the burden of the sacrifices he must make to save his kingdom. As they leave the forest, they carry with them not just the weapon, but a deeper understanding of their quest. They've peered into the heart of darkness and emerged stronger, armed with the knowledge they need to face the impending doom. Each challenge reveals more about the true nature of the darkness and the sacrifices needed to save the kingdom. For King Alaric and Lila, the journey through darkness has only just begun. At the heart of the darkness, they face the source of the threat, the Shadow King. In the impenetrable gloom of the abyss, the true enemy reveals himself. The Shadow King, a malevolent entity born from the darkest corners of fear and treachery. His presence is palpable, a chill wind that sends shivers running down the spine. A nightmarish figure who seems to drink in the despair around him. The battle commences, a dance of shadows and echoes as King Alaric and the Shadow King clash. Each move, each counterstrike, each feint and parry is a testament to the King's resolve and the Shadow King's insidious power. This is no ordinary battle. It is a confrontation of wills, a test of spirit and a trial of courage. As the conflict unfolds, King Alaric is forced to face more than just his formidable opponent. He confronts his deepest fears, the ghosts of his past, the weight of his crown, and the burden of his guilt. It is a battle within a battle, as he wrestles with his self-doubt and his insecurities. Yet through the tumult, King Alaric remains steadfast. He fights not just with the strength of his arm, but with the power of his conviction. He is driven by the love for his kingdom, the desire to protect his people, and the determination to vanquish the darkness that threatens them all. The confrontation with the Shadow King is a turning point, a crucible in which King Alaric's mettle is tested. He emerges not just as a warrior, but as a leader, a beacon of hope in the face of despair. The battle is fierce, forcing King Alaric to confront his deepest fears and insecurities. Yet, in the heart of the darkness, he finds his inner light, a spark that refuses to be extinguished. And in that moment, King Alaric realizes that the true enemy is not the Shadow King, but the shadows within himself. With this revelation, he faces the Shadow King with renewed resolve, ready to bring an end to the darkness once and for all. The battle is fierce, forcing King Alaric to confront his deepest fears and insecurities. In the aftermath of the battle, the true identity of the Shadow King is revealed. A specter from the past, a ghostly reminder of betrayal and deceit. The Shadow King, it turns out, was once a trusted advisor, a confidant, a mentor. But ambition can often be a dangerous thing, and his ambition led him to seek the throne for himself. Banished for his treachery by King Alaric's ancestors, he was sent into exile, into the shadows. But the shadows gave him a new form, a new purpose. They transformed him into the very embodiment of darkness, the Shadow King. The prophecy, it seems, was not just a prediction of doom, but a warning from the past. It was a message, a beacon, a plea for vigilance against the return of this banished advisor. The prophecy was a warning of his return. With the Shadow King defeated, King Alaric returns to his kingdom, hailed as a hero. The air is thick with jubilation, the once desolate lands now echoing with the sounds of revelry and joy. The people, their faces lit by the warm glow of torchlight, are singing praises. their hearts filled with newfound hope and admiration for their benevolent king. In the midst of these celebrations, though, King Alaric stands tall, his gaze steady but thoughtful. His battle against the Shadow King has left him stronger, wiser. He's become a beacon of resilience, his spirit unbroken by the trials he's endured. His people see not just a king, but a hero who braved the darkness for them. Yet, amidst the joy and relief, King Alaric's heart is marked with a solemn understanding. He knows the darkness is not truly vanquished, merely held at bay. However, he knows that the darkness will always be a threat, and he must remain vigilant. King Alaric rules his kingdom with a steady hand, always aware of the shadows that lurk in the corners. His reign is no longer driven by fear, but by wisdom and resilience. He is a beacon of hope, a symbol of strength amidst the encroaching darkness. His rule is marked by fairness, justice, and a willingness to face adversity head-on. In the wake of the Shadow King's defeat, the kingdom flourishes. Fields once barren now bristle with golden crops. Laughter and song echo through the streets, replacing the eerie silence of yesteryears. The kingdom's people, once shrouded in despair, now bask in the warmth of hope and prosperity. Through his journey, King Alaric has learned a valuable lesson, a lesson about strength and courage, about darkness and light. True strength comes not from fear of the darkness, but from embracing the light within oneself. His kingdom flourishes, a beacon of hope in a world of shadows.